Welcome back to the Fanspeak Network and another Degen Power Hour. That's right. Every Monday, Degen Power Hour, we look back at the prior week. So week 9, look ahead to week 10. Talk about, get into the underdog streets for the first time, a little first look at underdog drafts, and then look at Monday Night Football bets. But before we do that, we're going to, of course, do a little best ball bag check, best ball portfolio check. We'll do that all in 1 minute. That's right. Happy Monday to all. I forgot to put earrings in. Whoops. I am really on the ball today, Steve. Running late, but it was all for a good purpose. It was to get our Substack Monday Night Bets sent. So talk to Steve, got those sent, bet, SGP. We're going to be talking about that at the end of the show. Because again, it's going to be a little DFS, a little underdog dailies, a little Monday Night Football bets. But first, of course, as it becomes more and more important each week, a little best ball bag check, portfolio look. So again, apologize for being late. But as you're coming in, hit that like button. We certainly appreciate it. Make sure you are subscribed to the Fanspeak Network. Shows every single weekday covering all those fun things. And of course, check out our Substack. Again, you'll see it at the top, link below in the description. Already sent out our Monday Night Bets. We basically send you something every day. So, Steve, I'm going to tweet that we are live, and then I'll get to the chat. But first, while I'm making a little tweet, why don't you kind of let me know your thoughts on week 9 thus far? One more game to go tonight, of course.
Yeah, week 9. Definitely another week with major injuries. The big ones, of course, Tucker Kraft, ACL, and then Jaden Daniels last night. With his elbow issue, most likely out for the rest of the season. A few other injuries. The week in general had some surprises. Not many people were giving the Steelers, chances against the Colts. Not only did Steelers win the game, but they made Daniel Jones and even Jonathan Taylor look human.
Yeah, that sucks for me.
Their defense really showed up for the first time since weeks. Probably last time they played, when they played the Patriots, like another AFC top team. So very weird because most weeks they get destroyed. We had the shootout of all shootouts in the Bears-Bengals game.
That was wild.
Just totally crazy. Run out to that game. I do, the Bengals offensive players, when they're getting interviewed and the comments that they're making,
you could tell they're so pissed.
Yeah. I really do feel bad for them because they put it all out on the line. They came back.
What is it? 2 weeks in a row where they score 38 or more and lose? 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
hasn't happened since 1966 or something like that.
Yep.
And they dealt with that all last season too, Yeah.
No, it's actually even worse than it was last year. It really is. Which
so bad. And you think about even if Burrow would have stayed healthy, it's like, they're just screwed by their defense,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I just couldn't believe watching that game. That was just such a wild comeback.
I mean, how many lead changes happened even in the second half? That was wild.
I don't know. For a large part of the second half, Bears were ahead, and then they were ahead by 2 scores, and then Bengals came back and won. But yeah, I mean, just totally wild game. I mean, one of the craziest shootouts. But no, there were some other really good games. Another thing we saw is a lot of guys just had massive star performances, not just from that game with like T. Higgins and Caleb and Loveland, but and Monangai, who didn't get the touchdown, which was tilting.
Yeah.
But for bets and best ball bags, but
I know Coolers had a bet with he needed Monangai, and it was like the right play.
Yeah.
I mean, he racked up almost 200 yards, and it's just crazy.
But you had like Drake London and Bowers go for 3 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, like 200 or almost like 175 total yards and 2 touchdowns. Just so some big time fantasy days. And then we saw continue at night with Sam Darnold, 16 for 16 in the first half, just perfect.
Had almost 300 yards in the first half, just wild.
Yeah. So,
and let me vent about that game really quick. Obviously, we're Washington fans, and peek behind the curtain. Truth be told, you and I both wanted us to Washington draft Drake May, and kind of honestly, more of it was like he's younger. I feel like more total upside. We saw. I mean, obviously, Jaden was amazing last year, and hopefully, still has an amazing career. But I was worried about the fragility because I always say he's built like Gisele Bunch, and I don't know what Rudy is licking on my shirt, but no, he's built very fragile, and we've seen it. 3 injuries this year. Well, but bottom line, he's our quarterback. We're fans, don't ever hate to see anybody hurt, anybody on your team that you're rooting for too. So, but the outrage last night on Twitter about, Dan Quinn and he needs to be fired and heads need to roll and this is malpractice. I was like, is this real life? Like, so I looked back and I tweeted today. I mean, nobody cares, but I tweeted today. The drive started, the drive in question started at 12 minutes and 30 seconds. So it's like, you have to put context to everything. And for these people complaining and whining, because I think some people just want to complain and whine just to complain and whine. For the people complaining and whining, it's like add context. So what did you want him to do? Okay, Rudy, if you're going to be cute and cuddle, you can cuddle. If not, you got to get down. Do you want this to be like the NBA where we just pull our starters at the fourth quarter? Because that's what you're basically saying. And it's like, I saw, John Gruden and Greg Olson talking about on a Dave Portnoy show today. And I loved it because it was talking about in the right context. It's like, they probably wanted to do one more drive, and in a Quinn interview today, that's exactly what he said. One more drive to kind of get right. Like, let's go out. Like, we have to play the Lions next week. Let's try to because by the way, Jaden hasn't looked great all year, to be quite honest. Like, very not great. The offense hasn't looked great. Obviously, Terry being out most of the season has not been great. But so it's like, let's try to put one good drive together, maybe something to, go be hopeful about going into next week, try to get some like cohesion and stuff. And I'm sure that's what the thought in mind. So then, okay, the drive takes like 8 minutes or 5 minutes at that point. Then you want to pull him right before he gets to the goal line. It's like, obviously they didn't have any design runs. That's him. That was his choice to do that. And he's a competitor and whatever. But like that kind of stuff, that kind of shit drives me crazy. Cause you know me very well. Like I hate the swinging doors of life and decisions and variance and that kind of stuff is so wild. It's like, if they would have scored on that drive, would have been like, okay. And then they win next week. Was just like, that was really sharp of Dan Quinn to like keep him in, you know what I mean? But it goes the exact 180 opposite worst case scenario. And now it's like people are calling for his head after, it's just that kind of stuff drives me insane. Okay, Rudy.
Well, and we just saw earlier in the day, Joe Flacco down multiple scores. They kept him in. They didn't throw in the towel.
Right.
And we saw Daniel Jones down multiple scores. They didn't throw in the towel. They cut it.
Someone on Twitter mentioned Dart. Was it 2 weeks against the Giants? That was a fourth quarter, like 3 or 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter? Like, is that likely to happen? No, but like you want to try to give your chance. Okay, you've got to be good. Like please let me win the marathon to send you to camp because I love him to pieces, but he is such a puppy. Hi, sweetie. I know. So, anyways, that frustrated hell of me. Had to get off my chest. But I will say week 9, like the viewing pleasure of week 9 felt like so much more fun to watch.
Yeah,
like
there weren't the blowouts. Every game in week 8 was a blowout. And it started that way with the Ravens trouncing the Dolphins. But most games were fairly close. I mean, you had that Denver-Houston game went right down to the wire. The Raiders game went into overtime.
Yeah.
And that's another game. There was no scoring until the fourth quarter. And so just like, teams can get 3 touchdowns in a quarter.
Right. Exactly. So that's why it's just so wild, opinions on Twitter, and that's sports, right? And that's why we love it so damn much. But the NFL, there's always so much to talk about, but I do think week 9 was just a better viewing week. Let me catch up to chat, and then we will go to best ball bags first and foremost, because we are getting, each and every week, we're now officially past the halfway point. We're through week 9, so we have 8 weeks left. Rudy, if you rip this sweatshirt, I've had it since I was like 22 years old. I will lose my mind. But let me get to chat. We got our guy, Mike Robb. Remember the 5 Ds of best ball: deposit, draft, dream, depression, deposit, the circle of life. And yes, I was running late, but again, for good reason, sent out Substack. So I do apologize for being late. That was my bad, and I do apologize. But again, for any Substack subs, check your Substack. That has been sent for Monday Night Bets, 4 p.m. Meg time. Hi, I love the stag. Fanspeak runs on Meg Eastern Standard Time. You know, my friends and family do have that joke about me. So, right, Steve, would you say
Absolutely.
that I like my friends will be like, what is this, Megan time? And so that's you're kind of in lockstep there. We got our guy Jamie in there. If you missed the Degen Dad's anthem, go to the channel, check it out. Absolutely amazing. Just played it Friday, put it on the channel, tweeted it. It's amazing. Everybody should listen to it. Thank you, Jamie. You are the best. We got our guy Felix in here. Best ball bag check for myself. Remain neutral, no change. Okay, that's good. You know, better than backwards. Mike, he first put Mike Robb instead of Andrew Robb in the house. He's not here anymore. I wish he was still visiting me in Baltimore. I think I had my best ball week when you were visiting me, Steve. So Rudy and I want you to come back. But yes, I feel absolutely naked without earrings. That's crazy. The ultimate hype DJ, Jamie. And he even did you hear the line with us, Steve? Meg on the promo, yes. Steve dropping gems. I mean, it's so good. It's so good. Bengals D needs to be investigated for gambling. Good to see you. Seats 501. We got our guy Putt Daddy. Great to see you. Chicago with 47 points and 0 from Adunze. Thank you. How was that possible? I have so much Adunze. That was just wild. Kicks good. And Kicks had a big hit in Discord. What was it? Help me out. Who scored 2 touchdowns last night? Torrey Horton. 2 touchdowns. Torrey Horton. Congrats to Kicks. So awesome to see. When you join Substack, you get a link. Come over to the Discord. We're trying to get more people over there. Trying to get more people on Substack, but trying to get more people over to our Discord too. Dowdle with another big day as well. And then we got our guy Paul, Legion 13, of course. I'm making a pit stop in that fourth quarter. Fourth quarter. What's that?
Fourth D of best ball. Depression.
Oh, okay. Making a pit stop fourth D. Okay, got it. Okay, his final limb got bounced. Good luck to anyone down. The eliminator is now down to 384 entries. So that's pretty wild too. So again, if you're watching over on Twitter, come over to the YouTube streets, say hi like these wonderful people did, hit that like button. Certainly appreciate it. Certainly helps. Make sure you're subscribed. We got NFL shows every day. Apologize for my dog jumping on me, being loud, but he's adorable. Rudy, I want you to be like the Peter Herbstreit of like game day. I want you to be like the face of, be the face of Fanspeak here. Let's be normal. Right now he's trying to tear through papers. I'm bringing over BBMD, BC. I know there's a lot left to see because, it's a big game tonight. You and I are heavily exposed to Dallas. I actually have quite a bit of Marvin Harrison Jr. as well. So, big game tonight. Things will shift, but hey, you'll talk about it deeper tomorrow on Talking Ball with Steve will speak at 1:30 p.m. tomorrow. So check that out tomorrow. Steve always does that and rips some more underdog drafts. So check that out tomorrow. But still got to do it. It's Monday. We're bag checking. We're checking it out. Let's go over to the leaderboards here. What do you want to look at? Portfolio first, Steve's or Steve's?
Yeah, look at portfolio.
Okay. So again, I'm sure if you're watching this, you know about BBMDB and the great work that Patrick Donovan does. Absolutely amazing. And so grateful for him for this. So you can obviously check your whole portfolio. Again, one big old game to go, but I'm still holding at 26.8%. So I'm very happy with that. Lost some bigger teams like Dalmatian fell out and quite honestly getting hard hit, feeling the effects. And I will, continue to, unfortunately with Scataboo. Loss of him, but just some other guys like, guys that I thought were maybe coming back to help rescue some teams like McLaurin or Travis Hunter's, second half breakout, and that's not happening. So, it's going to be a lot to keep an eye on. This is, these next, what do we got? So we have 8 weeks remaining, but we have 5 weeks of the regular season for the playoff format style, right? So a long way to go, but you're kind of seeing like the pretenders and contenders and which teams, should make it to playoffs. And then you need to get those teams kind of healthy for playoffs and that kind of stuff. But overall for me, happy with almost a 27% advance rate, 33 and BBM only did 24, and they're mostly, with you and other streamers, which is so fun. And that'll be fun to see what lands there. 28% big board, which is obviously a higher advance rate, 20 in the sprint, which I like. Superflex still holding strong there. in all my super flex. I think I have all 3 of my pug super flex, 27 in the puppy super flex. But the higher dollar ones lost a couple, but still doing strong in the Husky. The Huskies are probably my favorite. We have 2 sibling showdowns, Steve, in the Husky. So of these 4 Huskies that are advancing. So 4 of my 8 Huskies advancing. Super pumped about that. 2 of those 4 are sibling showdowns, and I like them. They're fun, Yeah. There's, I believe, the Pitbull that's advancing is a sibling showdown that I like. In fact, there was something about that team that I wanted to bring up. What was it? Oh, was it?
Well, we could get a lot of points tonight with Dak, Lamb, Marvin Harrison.
I know what it was.
And Ferguson.
Swift Monongai. Okay, there was a talking point I had about it, and this is what it is. I really, I leaned into it a little this year about like the handcuff stuff, especially in the playoff format stuff, because with the marathon, I think you could still get away with that, but you're really wanting to exceed your, obviously your draft position and everything. In the playoff format, when you just say, I have multiple of like the Bucks backfield. I have a couple Lions backfield, not that many, but I did a lot of the Bears backfield because you could get them later. Not a lot, but I did some. I might lean into this even more. Look at this. Jonathan Taylor had a down week. Cam Scatterbo out undepressed. Rashad White off. Brashard Smith isn't doing anything yet. So I needed a Bears running back, and Swift's out and Monongai stepped right in. That's not going to happen so seamlessly every time, but like of the backfields where it's that kind of situation, whether it's like a Lions Bucks type or even this, where it's like you hope that guy becomes, kind of a true 1B or fills in seamlessly in that kind of stuff. I guess that's my way of saying I'm a little more, as we progress each year, best ball, we're always looking for new edges. And in the playoff format, as long as the price isn't too high, I may lean into that. What are your thoughts on that? Because Monongai was a biggie for this one to potentially is going to need some help to hold its playoff position. Thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think it can work. The thing is, it's always about cost, right? Like,
total cost. Yeah, absolutely.
Like the situation with like Seattle, or say the Patriots, if you're taking, and this week the Patriots, perfect example. No Stevenson, Travion Henderson comes in, still Terrell Jennings gets way more work.
Yeah.
But
no, it doesn't work for every team. It definitely doesn't work.
But it can work in these situations where you're drafting, and particularly when you're not drafting like a first or a second round running back, but like a 6th round running back, a 7th round running back, an 8th round running back, like a Swift, like a Pacheco and like Brashard Smith, or if somebody had the foresight for Kareem Hunt, like that would have worked. So I think it can work, but it's I think what you did here is also right, is you went only 2 tight end, and then
Kittle Ferguson. Yeah. Yeah. And I think it works better in 6 running back builds, right?
Yeah.
I think it's not like across the board, it's going to work for all 32 teams. I think there's probably like a third or fourth of the teams though, that it could work for,
Yeah.
And I just, when I was going through the teams today, and this is a sibling showdown team, by the way, I thought, wow, we want to hang on to this to make playoffs. And I don't know, what Swift's status is, but something like that could help, so just interesting talking point. But yeah, I lost a couple of the higher dollar teams. Like I lost my Dalmatian TBD if we get that back, because it's definitely dealing with some more injuries, not just Scatterbo, but others. But doing well, again, in Superflex, in the Pug, in the definitely the Husky. Chow 1 of 4, though I think that's kind of a bit injured. So probably most excited. Where am I? Bulldog. That's where I made the finals last year, and I was looking better. I think I have. Do you see it?
It's down.
Thank
at the
you.
bottom.
Oh, there it is. Thank you. I was 2 of 4. Now I'm 1 of 4. But the other one's like, I believe 4th place or something like that. And I actually probably like that team better. So yeah, I mean, definitely hoping obviously the teams I like move on, but yeah, I do like looking at those higher dollar ones too. So, but again, overall content, happy with where I'm at, and hope, like the marathon team, which we'll get to, and this, at this point, you're just rooting for health, rooting for health to kind of push through here. Any final thoughts on my portfolio before we check yours?
Yeah. And one thing I want to mention, like the whole expected, which is interesting and it's fun to do, but A, I wouldn't look at it until a week's over. And B, I just, without knowing what all he puts into that, like, is it accounting for everyone who's injured,
Yeah.
everyone who's on bye, et
Oh,
cetera?
okay. Okay. At first, when I first read it, I thought it meant like the advance rate of that tournament, but
No.
it means like basically it's whatever all he's measuring, like your injuries and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like that's interesting. This German Shepherd only has a 6% expected and is a 6%.
Well, that essentially means that team's a lock.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You
Hold on
know,
1 second. I need
it's situation like other situations, like it clearly thinks you're going to lose a lot of like big board teams and stuff like that.
Okay, and then base is what the advance rate is. Now I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Okay, so base is what the advance rate is. Expected is like the metrics he puts in.
Yeah.
Oh, he thinks I'm going to lose big board? No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it shows that you'd be lower than your baseline, which seems unlikely just knowing where you're at. I mean, maybe it does factor in the Scatterbo effect, but
Factoring in the Scatterbo stuff. Yeah.
but no, I'm just not sure. So I don't want to comment on too much because I don't.
You
And
don't,
again,
you don't know all the factors that goes into the
and
expected.
especially without having the full week, I don't think you can make a real, one could make a real big, because like that team you just showed has almost, and I know that right now is advancing, but the odds of us getting a lot of points in that is high because the receivers were all injured or on bye, and we have Harrison and Lamb going. We have tight end who could fill the flex because running backs are either injured or on bye outside Monangai, and then quarterback Dak also. So it's like that team, whatever it shows.
So it's counting Darnold right now. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
who had a good game. Maybe Dak doesn't beat him, but like if Lamb and Harrison have just even average games, they would be like our 1-2 receivers on the week.
Well, I hope it's right for the Husky, 75%. Again, I'm hoping I feel the strongest about the Husky and like I think one of those two Bulldog teams I really like, which would be fun because that's where I made the finals last year. Let's check out your portfolio, Steve. Then we'll talk about our season-long sweats with Marathon and Drafters. Excuse me. You are right around the same, I believe, 25 or 26%. Let me do just a big refresh here and then go back to portfolio and check out. I'd also checked out Mom and Dad's Willie Pop's endeavors. 25%, of course, out of 1,600 drafts. That's a ton of quantity to have 25%, which is awesome. So what do you want to point out here, Steve? I know your BBM is still strong at 26%, 21 out of 80 currently advancing. And again, you and I are very exposed to Dallas. So this could change. But what are you thinking about your kind of portfolio?
I also think my BAM night bags are going to get me home tonight. Overall, I did lose some, and I definitely lost a couple higher dollar ones. Like I lost Dalmatian, a few other ones. But overall, I feel good. And that's also why, somewhat of the expected, just because I still have a lot of generally like third or fourth or fourth or fifth in like the 3 of 12 advanced ones. So I generally feel good. And I know that's not a guarantee. Like some of those are going to be long shots, but like for the most part, I feel pretty good where I'm at. Definitely lost a few key ones, like I mentioned, but overall, like my higher dollar ones, I'm pretty solid overall. My mid-tier, so it's not like I'm overly dominated in any one area.
But I mean, again, site-wide, 25%, which feels good. And, of some of the flagship, 26% in BBM. Where are you in the sprint? If you see that,
it's up higher.
Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah. Sprint 26%, BBM 26%. That feels nice. Like you said, looking at those good advance rate type contests, like 40% in the Poodle, the Husky combined is 7 out of 20, 50% in the Husky one, higher dollar ones that, because then the advance rates are usually even better. So to be 7 out of 20 in the Poodle or Husky feels, really nice. 3 out of 10 in the Pitbull, 2 out of 9 in the Chow Chow. Those are bigger dollar ones and are going to have nice 1 out of 3 in the Dalmatian, and 3 out of 4 in the Bulldog. Are you gonna take over me for the Bulldog this year, Steve? Let's look at your two Bulldog teams. Tell me which team you like the best. We got one at This one's the highest one in the Bulldog 2 is 12-15. Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, Drake May. Wow. Barkley, Taylor, Walker, Scattaboo, who, obviously is now our sweet chaperone. Taj Brooks, George Pickens, Steph Diggs, Myers, Pittman, Kyle Williams, who was reported today, Romeo Dubs, Tutu Atwell, Hunter Henry, Gesicki Otten. That's a fun team, Steve. I like that.
I'm pretty sure that's the one I drafted with Hartman. Like Hartman ran a draft.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that last week. Yeah.
I'm almost positive.
Yeah. Wow. Another very robust running back room there. And a Dak team with Pickens there too. So, no, this is, it's always fun to see like the good advance rates or the higher dollar ones that feels nice too. So 25% there. Anything else, Steve, before we talk about marathon and drafters?
No.
All right. So anything specifically you want to look at BBM? How are you doing in the top 10,000 or whatever? I know I don't have any.
Yeah, I think I still won.
Yeah. So you have 26%, 21 out of 80. Yeah. 3,000, 3,400 there drafted August, which I know you drafted a lot, more in August and stuff. And it looks like a lot of your ones advancing. I mean, it's a little bit of mix of June and July in there, but definitely see quite a bit of August in there as well. All right, going over to the leaderboard, and I'm holding in first at the marathon with one more game to go. I have some players tonight here, so let me pull that up now. Let's just look at it. Hold on, let me just do a big old refresh here. And so marathon. And then I would like to see the one we drafted together because there's still one. It keeps doing this, Steve. It's showing it's showing BBM. I don't know if I have to do like a clear cache thing or something like that. It was doing that for me earlier today too. So I'll pull over. Why don't you talk about drafters? Why I pull over Underdog?
Yeah. Overall, not a great week for me in drafters. I got a second in the one mini that I had been in first in, and then I had two other teams in the top 40 in that, and they fell to one out of the top 100 and one in the 60s. The main event a couple weeks ago, I was top 15. I'm at 77, so still good there, but would obviously love to finish in top 50 there. I had a few others that were in the top 20 of different things, and everything fell. So it was definitely a bad week for me in drafters. Again, we'll see after tonight, particularly on the Dallas side.
You have a lot of Dak and Dallas exposure on all three sites. So we'll see. Is there a chance? How much in the one where you were in first, dropped to second? How much are you behind first now? And I don't know if you want to bring it over or not, but how much are you behind first now? And could you potentially, with what happens tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I'm 16 points back.
Okay.
I mean, I and they have. Let me see if they have. They have Javonte.
Okay.
And Ferguson. I have Dak, who has to beat Geno.
How many points did Geno have last night? Yesterday?
26.
Oh, okay.
And then I have Pickens and Ferguson as well. But Ferguson would have to beat Theo Johnson, and Pickens would only have to beat Bateman. So,
okay. So there's a chance you could pass him if Pickens has a big game.
If Dak Pickens have a big game, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm rooting for too. We'll finish telling. So drafters fell overall, but you have a lot of Dak Dallas exposure, tonight.
Yeah.
So you'll update tomorrow again, 1:30 p.m., which by the way, I will catch up with comments after we complete our, best ball portfolio review. Then we'll, start to do some early look week 10 for DFS and Underdog before we get to Monday night bets. But Mike said, with the time change, the Steve show tomorrow, 12:30. He's trying to get an extra hour out of you, Steve. Trying to get an extra hour, but I will catch up with the chat. But you'll go over kind of full portfolio, fully post week 9 going into week 10 tomorrow on Talking Ball with Steve O'Speak, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, marathon's been my biggie. Obviously, I'm excited about my 27% advance rate. A lot of other things I'm excited about. Though, Steve, boy, did, losing Scatterbo, I was so excited. I had like a 45% advance rate in rookie sophomores. And because I had made such a big Scatterbo stand there. 1 week without that sweet Prince Scatterbo, I went down to like from 45 to 30% just in 1 week without Scatterbo. So I was super excited for a potential rookie sophomore sweat. Don't know that's going to happen. Still hope I can, have a decent advance rate and maybe have a sweat to the finals there. But yeah, it's like, so, for each one, the impacts of injuries hit harder. Right. And that one definitely hit hard. But yeah, so excited about my advance rate and everything. And again, on everything, I just hope my guys can stay healthy because it's been, rough for all of us. But I am hanging in by 7 points here. You can see so I am at 1341 and 1334 is behind me. They have somebody tonight. They have Dak too, but they'd have to exceed Caleb. So that would be, and I have Dak too. And then they have Dak, Rico. It's a good team, this team in second. Pickens, don't have Ferguson. So they have 3 tonight. I have 3 tonight, but they have higher thresholds to jump their receivers. If you look at, for some reason that's not coming up. If you look at week 9, like on the app, their receivers did much better than my receivers in week 9. So
it's Pickens, and who's the other one they have?
They have Dak, Rico. Oh, sorry, I said Rico. I was thinking of Javonte. My bad. They just have Dak and Pickens. My fault.
Okay.
So yeah, they have Dak and Pickens, but Pickens would have to jump JSN, Pittman, Debo, maybe? I don't know.
He would have to jump. Debo didn't have that much, so.
Okay, so then he doesn't have that much to jump with Pickens. But my to get to count for Pickens, he only has to jump 1 point for 1.6 for DK Metcalf. So not much to jump there. So yeah, I'm hoping I can gain some more points up by 7, hoping I can gain some more points between Dak, Pickens, Ferguson here tonight because Herbert put up a great score. So I don't know, but I have less to clear than he does with with Caleb. And then, it was a rough week without Scatterbo because Rashad White on a bye, Taj Brooks isn't doing anything, Braylon Allen hurt, now Scatterbo hurt. So,
Pirine got hurt. Maybe Taj Brooks starts.
Yeah, I saw it. I was just going to ask the Pirine injury.
Yeah, was an ankle. I can't remember. I saw it.
So I was just going to ask, could Taj Brooks get anything? Because here is what tilted me thinking about this, actually going into Sunday, but then the results of Sunday with Monangai. My late round in marathon was a lot of just rotating between Taj Brooks, Monangai, Brashad Smith is like a late, like 5th or 6th running back, right? And so that would be my consideration. Those 3 running backs would be my consideration. I'd have to go back and look at the board and everything, but I took Taj Brooks in this one because I was like, I was high on Taj Brooks, obviously and then being attached to that Bengals offense, if there were any injuries, I really didn't think Pirine would be a factor that he's been. And I already had Higgins and Gesicki on this team. So it's kind of like that stacking good teams. Right. And then obviously they lose Burrow, but Taj Brooks hasn't done anything yet, but I was wondering, well, if Pirine's injured, could he do anything? Because, I need White to come back, do something, need Taj Brooks to do something. Anyway, we could trade Breece Hall and Braylon Allen come back for the last few weeks because, the Scatterbo, Braylon Allen injuries do really hurt. So, I did want to mention that. But, I had a massive week from, obviously, Herbert, massive week from McCaffrey, massive week from Higgins. Everybody else was kind of and then very disappointing performances from like Roma Dunze, DK Metcalf. And then a great, getting any tight end to score a touchdown is awesome. So a Pat Freiermuth touchdown helped a lot. So my hope tonight is because the scoring is lower, I still am on like 125 points for the week, but I'm hoping Ferguson can count as my flex, which he just has to exceed like 7 or 8 points, I think, from Keenan Allen. And then I'm hoping Pickens can exceed Metcalf. So I'm hoping those two things happen and I can gain some points tonight. And sure, if Dak wants to exceed Herbert, great. So that's where I'm at there. Any thoughts on this marathon sweat? I know the injuries are making this thinner, but I'm hoping if this team can stay healthy the rest of the way, it can be continue to be a fun
Yeah,
sweat.
I mean, look, at this point, most teams have some major injury, and sure, maybe some are guys who are going to come back, like a Hampton or something like that. But I think a lot of teams are dealing with some major injuries, even near the top. Like that's just the nature of the beast.
Well, the guy behind me obviously has a strong quarterback room as well. I mean, I feel very strong about my quarterback room of Dak, Herbert, Rodgers. A lot of touchdowns there, but he's got Dak, Caleb, Darnold, who's been a good compilation, and then his running backs are just much healthier than me around. Saquon, JT, Walker. And then Rico. So yeah, it would be nice if I could get any help to McCaffrey and JT, but hoping I gain some more points tonight. Because the other thing, Steve, is week 10 is going to be tough for me, right? Because Dak and all the Cowboys are out, as well as Higgins. So I'm going to have Rodgers, Herbert, who face each other on Sunday Night Football. I'll be watching that game with popcorn and probably alcohol, because really, really hoping they can just have a shootout, because they're my two quarterbacks for week 10. And then obviously, what can Rachaad White, Taj Brooks do? Because, it's thinner at running back still.
Taj is on bye also.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. What can Rachaad White coming back do? And then hope JT and McCaffrey can keep cooking. But I'm down to, 4 receivers, because obviously Pickens and Higgins on a bye. So I'll just have Metcalf, Diggs, Rome. Could he come back to life? Because that's insane. Keenan Allen. And then I'll only have one tight end in Pat Fryer. Yeah. So it's going to be a thin week. So I'm hoping I can gain some points today. So any other final thoughts on our portfolios entirely, or anything else to talk about before we go to chat and then talk DFS?
No, I mean, like you said, I think that team, you can, there's more ways for you to pick up points tonight, then hopefully you can, just extend your lead.
Yes. Definitely hoping to extend the lead tonight, because next week especially is going to be thin. But rooting that one on. I'm sure I'll tweet about it tomorrow at fully after the halfway point. But hopefully I can pick up some points tonight, and hoping that team can stay healthy the rest of the way. We already covered this. Mike wants to get another hour out of you. Got J Lives in here. Great to see you, J Lives. Yeah, the Kraft injury is going to leave a mark. That's going to hurt a lot of people who are doing well, because he was, having an excellent season. Yeah. So we got Reek in here. Good to see you, Reek. He's calling some touchdowns for tonight. We will get to that. DFS, the Underdog drafts, then some Monday Night Football. He's calling a Luke Schoonmaker touchdown. I hope not. I hope it's a Ferguson touchdown and a Dak touchdown. But no, the price on that is you get a very nice price on a Dak touchdown. Okay, Mike Robb, I know, is into the drafters weekly drafts. He says, I will say those weekly drafters drafts, major opening. I think you should look into it. I'm only 3 weeks in, plus 500, $11 entry. You two would kill it. That's awesome. First of all, congrats, Mike, that you're up 500 the last 3 weeks. May have to look into that, but thank you for the shout out, and congrats on being up in that. And that's a good shout out, the drafters weekly drafts as well. Anytime you're advancing injury ridden team, you got to, celebrate. We got our guy Who Hames in here. You'll be on with Who Hames tomorrow at 3. So good to see you, Who Hames. Best ball on call, 10% craft. See you next year. Thumbs up to the stream. That's right. As you're coming in, if you're watching on Twitter, come over to YouTube, hit that like button. We appreciate it. Say hi. Like DJ Quill. What's up, guys? What's up, DJ Quill? It's good to see you as well. But you're not dead with 10% craft. So keep the faith alive there. Best ball on call. Good to see you, DJ Quill. We got to find the guy who told us about Taj Brooks. That would be you, Steve. So we do need some Taj Brooks action. I'm gonna be paying close attention to this P. Ryan stuff. Oh no. Pet Daddy says, sorry, Meg, but I need Ferguson to pull in a Dunze in a home league down 14. He has Fergie and I have Pickens and Aubrey. How about Ferguson can do stuff? I need Pickens too. So you have Pickens, and then Aubrey just bombs like 350 yarders or something. I mean, can't we both win here? Can't we both win? All right, on to DFS. Let's do not week 9. It's a week 10 early review. While I'm doing that and pulling that over, how did your week 9 go. I know you and I didn't play a ton of volume. I just cashed in a 1 p.m. only. And it wasn't even Caleb or Flacco. I had a Flacco league, but I must have messed the rest of it up or lineup. It was a Danny Dimes lineup. So how did you do, Steve?
Yeah. And a couple cashes, but not too great overall. I was a little too much on the Mahomes side and for that game, and then the Aaron Rodgers side for the Colts game, and I just had way too much JT over CMC. Obviously, CMC was the play you needed from the running back position. I had a ton of Monangai.
I was gonna say, I assume you played a ton of Monangai.
Yeah, and then I was hit or miss on the tight ends. Like, the Freiermuth and Juwan Johnsons were fine, but didn't really have Bowers, and he was such a difference maker.
Oh yeah, I passed out during that game, and I woke up and I was like, wait, what? He had 3 touchdowns. I had no idea. All right, let me pull over DraftKings week 10 to take a look. So I believe we have 10 or 11. I'm trying to think how many buys we have here. It feels like a good bit. Obviously, Dallas, Bengals. Who else? Remember your best ball drafting days. What are the other week 10 buys?
Dallas, Bengals, and then Chiefs, and who's the fourth one?
It's driving me crazy. Dallas, KC. Oh, Titans. Okay, Coolers. Good to see our guy Coolers in here. Yeah, Cincy. So Dallas, Chiefs, Titans, and Bengals. If I'm missing one, let us know. But
no, it's those 4. There is an international game.
It's Falcons Colts. So I'll be watching Jonathan Taylor Sunday morning back in Germany. So yeah, definitely close eye on Falcons Colts for my JT bags. Hopefully he does well against the Falcons in Germany. And then Thursday, I believe it's NFC West matchup, Broncos Raiders. And then Sunday, we've got my 2 guys. Hopefully have a massive shootout, Herbert versus Rodgers, Chargers versus Steelers, which is a big AFC matchup. And then I forget who Monday night is. So that leaves us with this main slate. Here, top of the board of quarterback, Allen Jackson. Now, Allen Jackson, Stafford up to 6.5 since he's just dicing and throwing 4 touchdowns a game. Drake May, of course, who's been amazing.
It's Eagles somebody on Monday night. I can't remember.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember either. So Allen, Jackson, Stafford, May, Daniels will be out. Baker, Caleb, Goff, Darnold at the top, 5.8K and up. Steve, what do you like at the top here?
I mean, have to like the elites this week. Allen versus Miami. We saw what Lamar did with not running, and just the way Allen's playing. He as we saw yesterday, just really took the team on his back. And then Jackson against Minnesota. I think the game can be a little bit more competitive, but Jackson has been his touchdown rate. He's thrown like 14% touchdown rate this year. That's just beyond off the charts.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So I don't know if the running will be back. We'll see. I think
the what will be back?
His running will be back.
Oh, gotcha.
Because that helps his just ultimate ceiling, of course.
And then big NFC West matchup here.
Speaking of touchdowns, Matt Stafford just absolutely dealing 21 touchdowns for a guy we weren't sure would make it through 1 week of the NFL season. Puka might be out, so that would be a potential thing. And we saw the last time this game Thursday night turned into a bit of a shootout. I'm guessing we finally get Brock Purdy back. Not sure if we'll get Ricky Pearsall back.
Yeah, he threw for 389 and 3 that game.
Yep.
So I hope we get Purdy and Pearsall back. That would be nice for sure. So you got to like the top here, and then May against Tampa Bay, who I heard. Who was it? Oh, it was Kyle Brandt called it. He did like a play on the words with Baker and
it was Draker.
Draker Mayfield spelled with Maye. Draker Mayfield game. That'll be a fun one. I think there could be some shootout potential there as well.
Oh, for sure. And so it's tough to find any like major holes because even as much as not the biggest Caleb fan, we saw what he can do against bad defense. Well, he gets another one and now at home against the Giants,
Yeah, that's a great point. 6K against the Giants. That makes a ton of sense. And then Baker in that game, 6.2K. So God, it's like, how do you, and then Goff.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even get to Goff against the Washington defense, which again, shut everybody down. Let's be sellers. There's nobody to sell. Washington defense stinks. We saw that last night. They're old. They stink. Got to think a little bounce back spot for Goff at 5.9K. Don't know if that'll end up being chalky. I think you can approach it any way you went from the Lions. This might go back to my first DFS win in 2014 when I just played like 4 or 5 Rams against Washington. Might do the same because holy moly, that defense is so bad. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, like just my first look was everyone's got a good matchup and still goes with, even Darnold and Dart. So just down the line, right now it's hard to cross guys.
Yeah. How do you cross guys off? Like, and that's the thing. And the other unique nuance to week 10 is we mentioned the teams that are off, right? And by the way, Coolers dropped in it's Eagles Packers on Monday night. So we mentioned the teams in the international, the primetime games, who's off on bye. Well, 2 of the big ones on bye are 2 of the worst defenses, the Cowboys, the Bengals. Usually we say like a flow chart. Okay, who are the Cowboys and Bengals playing? We want to target them in DFS, in Underdog Daily. We don't have
Titans
that.
Are another one. It's 3 of the
Titans,
top defenses. 3 of the top defenses that we target are off.
So, usually that's like a little flow chart that we don't have this week. And then you got Kyler Murray, who knows the status, Purdy, who knows the status, Bryce Young. Mariota obviously is the cheap play that you would consider. 5.3K in likely a very negative game script because again, that Washington defense stinks. Mariota I think has to be in consideration there. And then you've got Fields, Lawrence, Stroud, Mac Jones, Stroud TBD. There was a concussion.
I would guess he's out, but we'll see.
McCarthy put up 19 because he had a rushing touchdown, didn't he? Yeah. So 19 fantasy points. McCarthy is priced at 4.9, which, the price there. So, early look here, Steve. God, it's hard. All I can say is it's hard to narrow it down. Cheap, I'd say Mariota, but I'd say I'd probably live in this, like, I don't know. I mean, you still want to play the elites, but then maybe I'll live more in that like Baker Mayfield game. Maybe Caleb.
They're not that much savings off the elites is the thing. Like May's only 400 less than Lamar.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're super helpful. I don't know. I want to play them all. Okay. Let's just play a game, not holding you to this. Again, we'll go over line of construction stuff in Thursday's Degen Power Hour. Saturday's Steve show will be up, which has been super informative, and his article on like his player pool, players he's targeting in each position. On a Monday, if you had to pick 3 at any price points, who would your 3 be? If you had to pick 3, not holding you to it.
I will go Josh Allen, divisional game against a bad defense. Number 2, I think number 2, I will go Drake May. And then
Josh Allen Jr.
And then number 3, I'll go definitely one of the quarterbacks from the Bears Giants game. I don't know which one.
TBD. Caleb.
I feel like that game could be a shootout. Like the Bears.
Well, defense, that's a good point because
the Bears defense just lost one of their pass rushers, Deo.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, Dart against the Bears defense is pretty intriguing because he's got
4 straight games with the rushing touchdown.
4 straight, I was just going to highlight that 4 straight games with the rushing touchdown.
And you saw him rush more now with no Scatterboo because they couldn't do anything on the ground without him. So
Tracy stinks. We've said that. We've said that all summer. I mean, it's true. He stinks. And for all the Tracy truthers, Liam and those, you were wrong.
Meg is a great poker face, guys.
Yeah. If I had to pick 3, oh my goodness, I would probably go a little under, like avoid the top, which is so scary, but avoid the top. And I think I would do I don't know. I'm tempted by May and Mayfield, but I think I might do Goff, bad Washington defense, Dart, bad Bears defense. So still finding a way to target bad defenses is my theme here. And then Mariota, let's get a little savings, super negative game script. And I mean, super.
Yeah. The thing with Mariota is I actually think Detroit's defense, we've seen their ability to shut down. Like, they're inconsistent. And I know they're on the road, but you know, the Terry McLaurin, they already said, isn't going to be back. No Luke McCaffrey. I mean, it's going to be Mariota thrown to Treylon Burks. I mean, it's not pretty.
Oh yeah. Okay, so there's no way McLaurin will be back.
No, I mean, it's not like official, but the report today was he's not expected back.
Okay. That's the way Meg laughs when she says Tracy stinks is diabolical. It is. I admit it. You're absolutely right. Is good to see you, Jeff. Is Bucky Irving ever coming back? Has there been word on that? I kind of need Rachaad White. So what have you
I do think the expectation is he'll be back after the bye, but it's not official. Yeah. Like I said, great poker face.
Yeah. All right, let's talk running backs because it's already 6 o'clock.
My number one is Tracy.
Shut up. No, it's not. You lie. All right. Christian McCaffrey, Gibbs. What happened to Gibbs? Because, okay. Oh, just event sesh. We had two parlays that we built on Substack, sent to Substack. And then 2 parlays that we built on shows. So 2 of the Substack parlays. One was a running back parlay, Christian McCaffrey rush receiving, Bijan Robinson receiving, check. What happened to Gibbs? And then I'll go to the other 2 sweats that failed yesterday.
I've not fully watched that game yet. I need to do that tonight. But yeah, I mean, not what I expected after a bye.
Vikings had a bad run defense.
Yeah.
Or had a bad run defense.
Monty Vidal ran all through them, and he's not that good.
What?
So
I'm stunned. I was stunned. Then the other one, prop party. You, Tyler, and I, every friend, we're going to do it here too. Every Monday, Thursday, Friday, we build a $5 lotto, just $5. I've spent $5 in lot. And we have come so close so many times. But last week, Tyler's sword passed 200 yards for James Cook. And then yours and I's kind of middled and we couldn't get Henry and Chase home. So, okay. This week, you got Monongai sword past 100. I got Alec Pierce sword past 70. And, ASB needed 100. He was trending that way. He got banged up. I don't know if that affected it because I kept trying to flip back and forth and because it was on broadcast, not red zone. And so he got a lot on the last drive, but only got 97. We needed 100. It was so tilting. And then Andrew had a sweat that he built on or talked about on Degen Dad's Friday night about quarterbacks rushing touchdowns. And all he needed, he had 4. And so he got, I forget, did he get Nick, Dart, and then he needed Allen and Mahomes, got Allen, 2 of them from Allen. And then Mahomes couldn't come through for him. So we had 3 parlays that were just so and that is parlays lost by a leg, right? But the most tilting for us personally was the ASB 3 yards. And then for Andrew, the Mahomes rushing touchdown. So anyways, I don't know what happened to Gibbs, but that was brutal. But you got Gibbs against Washington defense and obviously Montgomery against Washington defense. See, Cook, I'm kind of leaning towards instead of playing Allen, playing Cook. Cook went ham in that Miami game. Yeah, no, I mean, I think you have to play one of them. Yeah, so I personally would probably lean towards the Cook side at 7.5K. Then you got a chain TBD, got to see on Bucky. Henry against Minnesota. Are they bad against the run? I thought they were. So I'd be interested in that. Then you got Kyron. Judkins, questionable, Rachaad White, depending on what the status is of Bucky, Rico, who's been just crushing, and then Mason. So yeah, what do you like at the what do you go back to McCaffrey? He was insane in that game against mainly from the receiving standpoint. But now that Kittle's back, he's been running a lot better. I'd say McCaffrey for me, but where do you land at the top?
Yeah, so the most interesting thing, not having JT on the slate, they do price up McCaffrey, but I still think now McCaffrey is he's been so consistent outside of that Houston game, which is one of the best defenses. Yeah. He's at least 22 points. And like you said, 2 of his games back with Kittle, just these monsters. So I think that I think San Francisco. Look, they're very much in the playoff mix.
Oh yeah,
But they're playing the NFC West
the
is
NFC West is so
go
good.
good this year.
Yeah,
Seattle and the Rams are two of the best teams in the NFC, and San Francisco stole this game the first time. I think they're at home, probably getting some guys back. But I still think McCaffrey. It's the McCaffrey show.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you said, Gibbs and Cook, I think, are very interesting. I like Gibbs over Monty against our defense. Our defense does not do well with speed. Gibbs is the epitome of speed. And then the guy that I like Henry, the guy I really like is Rico Dowdle. Jets defense, they could be trading away some guys come tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, you look at the 3 games where he's given a workload, just monsters every time.
Yeah. That was, I mean, you and I are, now that we passed the halfway basketball season as of tonight, you and I talked about doing like a halfway show, TBD, maybe Friday, maybe early next week. We're going to do that. And Rico was one of my misses, hand up, one of my misses on Rico. In fact, I probably berated you on some shows about it.
Yep.
So
we need Mike,
yeah.
Find the clips.
What's that?
Mike, find the clips.
Yeah. Coolers in here. Yeah. It was a rough day in the Fanspeak Degen Discord because we had a lot of loss by a leg. I mean, shout out to Kicks hitting that 2 touchdown parlays because there was a lot of loss by a leg. Coolers had a really nice touchdown parlay. It was a 4-leg touchdown parlay, and Monangai, who went for almost 200 yards, missed the parlay. He says 4-leg touchdown parlay, Monangai away from hitting no justice. Yeah, we felt bad for you there. And again, join our Substack link in the description, then come over, hang out with us on Discord. Because whether it's happy or sad, you're with the right people. That's why it's the Fanspeak Degen. All right, so back to this. Yeah, I agree with your call on Dowdle. Let's keep it moving faster here so we can get to some drafts and some Monday night talk. Anything from like the Mason, Sift, Tweebd, Tracy, Gross, no. What did it even go? Oh, 18 yards rushing. That's awesome. Brees Hall, ETN, Trey Van Henderson, Monangai, obviously if Swift's out, that's definitely back on the table at 5.6K. What do you like in this mid-range, Steve?
Honestly, still, even if Swift's back, Monangai, because then his ownership will be next to nothing. And I think he showed enough. And I just think he becomes the Monty / Jamal Williams of this Ben Johnson.
You can tell that's what Ben Johnson wants, and you can tell Ben Johnson trusts him. I cannot stop playing with my ears without without earrings. No, I like that call. Down low, I mean, Kenneth Walker, I wish he'd get more, but
he's
they
tried to get him a touchdown last night. Did not work.
Yeah, I know. And then you just get into this weird, I mean, though I will say Montgomery's at 5K, they gave him a little more workload. He only had 3.6 yards per carry, but 11 for 40 yesterday. Did give him a little more. Yeah, he had 2 catches for 10. I mean, they had 4 targets for him too. Against our defense, I think anybody's in play. And when I say our, I mean Washington. I don't see anything else really down low. But again, check back Thursday, check back Saturday. Top of the board receivers, we've got Puka, who did get banged up. Check on that. JSN, who just looks insane. Another miss on my part. ASB, Jefferson, Adams, Mbuka, Nico, BTJ left the game. What did he leave with, Steve?
I don't remember.
And TBD. Okay, quick prediction segment. We did like a tilt segment on loss by a leg. We did, all sorts of me going off on tangents. Quick segment. Any big receiver trades that you predict tomorrow? Because we've got like Olave, Waddle. These guys on here. Are they going to be with the new teams?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing no.
I think if anyone, Jacoby Myers gets traded. They have a couple rookies. They just brought in Tyler Lockett, who was playing yesterday.
Did you just have to talk about Tyler Lockett? I
did. He had a big block on the Ashton Yeti touchdown. So I got a lot of fantasy points for that.
You got a ton of fantasy points from that massive block. No, I'm just giving you a hard time. What do you? So not really predicting anything for like Waddle or Lave. You think their prices are just going to be too high?
Yeah, I think Dolphins will hold firm, and probably the Saints also. Like, why get rid of a good receiver when you need a new quarterback, but I think you just retain the good receiver.
All right. So who do you like at the top?
JSN, ASB. I mean,
Okay.
they are in just such great spots. JSN, this is the one game he didn't do well last time.
Oh
But
yeah, that was a Thursday night game, I believe.
yeah. But the Cardinals are not good, and I just think, I think this one is at home in Seattle. I just think they get the job done this time, and then
I'm sure he'll sell past 100 in this one after he
we'll have
stopped
it in the first half against our
Yeah,
defense.
it could. So go back to the well on laddering up Amon-Ra this week. I agree with you there. Okay, further down, where do you go to?
I think Devontae Adams is fine, and especially if Puka's out, Devontae Adams is like a must play then.
Yeah, definitely. All right, mid-range that I mentioned the trade thing for a reason.
Yeah.
You got Waddle, Olave. You think they're staying put. Garrett Wilson, does he come back? Rome, are you alive? Rome, do you hear me? I need you. Could you come back to us?
Yeah, seriously, like we need that big time.
Almost 100 points were scored, and he had zero. Like that.
He did have targets. I don't know why it says no targets, but
was it like called back or something?
No,
okay.
He definitely at least had 3 or 4 targets.
All right. Well, I need Rome. Then you've got Flowers, Diggs, and he digs. T-Mac, Debo, DJ Moore, and then guys we need to see if they're healthy. So mid-range, what do you like?
Yeah, I mean, I think T-Mac is interesting against the Saints at home. And look, the Panthers are well in the playoff mix here.
Yeah, he's yet to have pop for a game though, but for a big game, like over 20 points.
Targets, and Leggett got injured. I'm not sure what the update is.
Yeah, you're right. The underlying usage though is there. So, all right, what else do you like in the mid-range?
Yeah, I mean, Debo and DJ Moore are fine. They can just get manufactured targets, and Debo, like the game script, like you said.
I need more Diggs.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
Diggs and Rome. I'm looking at you guys. Because I'm going to have Pickens and Higgins on a bye. Ooh. All right.
Going down further.
Yeah. What do you like down low?
Well, I do think either Wan'Dale or Slayton. Like Slayton had 60 some yards. Wan'Dale had like 8 catches. Like in a matchup against the bad Bears secondary.
What's Slayton? Oh, okay. 4.3.
Slayton's really cheap.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 5 for 62 yesterday.
Yeah. So those guys are fine. Yeah, there's not a ton right now that is sticking out. I think you can make a case for like
Corey
Horton if Kupp's out again, but if Kupp's back, then probably not.
I mean, has he shown enough though? I mean, that he's just,
no. I mean, he had 9 catches before yesterday.
Yeah, that is wild.
And I watched the Jags situation. Like if Brian Thomas is out, De'Ami Brown also got a little banged up. Then Parker Washington and or De'Ami Brown could be in.
Great call by Coolers. JMO is 4,900 against our crap defense.
No, that's true.
And the good news is, and I don't wish injury on anybody. I want everybody to stay healthy, but obviously it's football. That doesn't happen. Lattimore is out. Sorry that he's injured, but he stinks. And he also just holds people. So you don't even get the yards. So now, you won't even get the holding call on the yards. Lattimore's terrible, terrible trade. Filter. But JMO against the Washington secondary.
They didn't price him up, which is interesting after he had his best game.
What did you say? I'm sorry. What did you say?
They didn't price him up after he had one of his best days.
Right. Yeah. 16.6, 4 for 66 and a touchdown. Great call out by Coolers there. JMO 4.9K. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can we go over to tight end?
Yep.
Okay. Tight end, top of the board, of course, McBride playing tonight. Kittle, Laporta, Kincaid, Fannin, Loveland, who had a little breakout yesterday, obviously. Ertz, Otten, 3.9 and above. What are you looking at?
I mean, I'll probably avoid McBride some and maybe even Kittle. But Laporta, Kincaid look very interesting.
How many Lions is too many Lions to play?
Yeah.
Do we do like 5-man onslaughts?
Well, it's pretty expensive, so it'll be tough.
I know this is a Thursday thing, but okay, finish saying tight ends and let's try to build one.
Loveland, Komet got hurt in the game. I imagine he's out.
4.1K. 2 touchdowns, 118 yards. 4.1K feels fair for that. Any down in the middle or lower?
I mean, Kate Otten, New England has struggled against tight ends. Again, Tampa, I don't know if we'll get Godwin back.
Yeah.
So, he'll get a decent number of targets. Jawan Johnson.
Andrew's off the two tight game, 3.4.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Yeah, well, he's just only gotten 3 targets the last 2 games.
Yeah, he's not getting a ton of targets. That's fair.
But
Barnard,
I mean, Minnesota has struggled versus tight ends this year, so yeah,
likely got a lot more yards. 4 targets, 3 for 60. Kind of gets those deeper seam stuff that I think is interesting. At me, I like to go dumpster diving on tight end. So 2.9K, I find that a bit interesting. So
this actually feels like a week where that's kind of doable, because there's, and this is the other reason McBride is so priced above everyone else. Like, there's a big gap.
Okay. Just before we move over to, because we're still going to go to, we've covered best ball portfolio, DFS week 10 early look. We're going to go do some underdog drafts and some Monday night bets here in the next minute or two. But let's just come on for fun. We're angry at the Washington's defense. They stink. Adam Peters stinks. Everything stinks. Let's do Goff. Definitely JMO because he's so cheap. Then who do you want to prioritize to have at least 2 or 3 more? Do we do Gibbs and Amon-Ra too? I
think Gibbs is going to have a monster.
Okay, so we do Goff, Gibbs. Do we do Amon-Ra, JMO, or JMO Laporta? We're doing
JMO Laporta.
Okay, that saves a little money.
Yeah, that's actually kind of doable.
Okay, JMO 4.9, and I just scrolled past it. Laporta. So let's see what that leaves us with. What's Laporta priced at? He's kind of expensive, 4.4.
Yeah, he's actually kind of cheap.
Let's just throw likely in to see if we can save money in 2 tight end build. What's a viable cheap defense? Not the Commanders.
Probably New England.
Yeah, I hate against it. Houston against Jags against Houston.
Yeah, especially if Davis Mills is playing.
Look at this. I did a 2 tight end thing. So if you want to take out the 2 tight end thing, we did a 4-man Lions onslaught, Goff, Gibbs, JMO, Laporta, Jaguars defense. You still have 6K. We'll come back to this Thursday. What do you think, Steve?
I like it. I put in Rico Dowdle. I'm actually kind of interested.
Want to say hi to our guy, Stephen WC. Always good to see you, Stephen WC. And Kohler says, I like Theo Johnson quite a bit if the ownership is low. Yeah, Theo Johnson had touchdown yesterday and is priced at 3.8K. I'm sorry, did you say put Rico in?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, you put Rico in. Can we put McCaffrey in too? You could do two receivers for 4.4K, maybe.
No, I probably would in this kind of build, like not play McCaffrey. You could do another, like a Cook maybe. McCaffrey's just way too expensive this week.
So 9. Oh, you save it like 1,500. Yeah, then you're at 5,200. That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, and there's stuff there. Yeah. All right, we'll come back to this on Thursday. Be sure to check out Thursday Degen Power Hour. All right, Steve, take us over to the Underdog streets. We go Underdog Monday night bets to wrap it up, and then we root. How about them Cowboys? Root on them Cowboys.
All right. Do you want to do a primetime palooza?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Anybody wants to join for a primetime palooza? We're heading in.
Enter in 10 seconds. Entering in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter.
After I almost said Riggs, my sweet Riggs. After Rudy was wreaking havoc, look how exhausted he is now.
Aw, he's had a tough day.
Yeah, you're so sweet.
All right, we got the first pick. And we got FK Coolers in here.
All right.
So, Liam?
Yep.
We won't get Dak, but that's okay.
Wait, so yeah, let's look at her. Oof.
I mean, I think you want either Bo Nix or Brissett. You don't want Geno versus Denver.
Yeah, true. Okay.
So running back, running back, I
look
think you can take some shots. Like you can
Harvey
take a
or
Denver
something?
running back. You can take Bam Knight. You can,
Yeah. Harvey, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me look at Pickens, Sutton, Harris, Marv. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this
He
feels
was kind of
deeper.
deep. I mean, we'll see. I wouldn't take Jacoby Myers just with that.
And then how thinned out does tight end get after Ferguson
tight
and
end,
McBride?
tight
Oh,
end's
yeah,
strong.
Bowers, I forgot. Oh,
Yeah.
geez. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know me, I don't like paying for expensive tight ends, but this could be a situation where, there's going to be a big separation between the top 2 or 3 and the rest. So
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right. Coolers goes Javante. So we have 8 and 9. So do we probably take like a tight end and Knicks or something like that there?
Yeah, we could.
I'm assuming, like you said, Dak's not going to come back to us, I assume. If he did, that would be an auto click for sure.
Nope.
I hope Dak has like a 4 touchdown game, please. Well, how much more do you like Knicks over? Can you go back to the quarterback real quick? How much more do you, because it's either like you take Knicks here or you are just satisfied with trying to take Brissett. How much? Yeah. So what's your thoughts on that?
I definitely like Knicks.
All right, let's take Knicks and what? Can you go back to the other stuff?
I mean, you could do Bowers or Ferg.
Bowers goes. Pickens goes. Okay. Or we could do Nick's
We could just do Nick Sutton.
Oh, that's okay. But then won't we be really thin at running back?
I mean, I think we could get Harvey later.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
Genty is just a tough spot. I mean, Denver, nobody runs on Denver.
That's true. Yeah, Nick Sutton, that sounds good. Can you go to the board? I like seeing the board.
Okay.
Well, and I get to see what's happening, what Coolers is doing. See, okay, I like it. Yeah, he's got a little Javante, Harrison, Skinny, and Bowers. Very fun. Excuse me. So we'll have one more pick after these two, right? Yeah, well, the last pick so probably like a tight end and running back, and then just take a flyer receiver.
Yeah.
Okay. Cooler says I'm Javante 1.1, but it's close for me. Well, he got him at 3, so that's great. Mainly depends how you feel about the other running backs, which is why I mentioned about Genty.
Yeah.
So
no, I mean, running back is thin because Javante has shown the best ability to like have bigger spike weeks, but if he doesn't, then like an RJ Harvey or Bam Knight could have similar output.
Yeah, true. True.
So we could take Evan Ingram. I mean,
ew, he stinks.
Okay.
Well, so all the tight ends went basically, right?
Yeah, we could just do a full Denver onslaught Harvey.
Yeah, Harvey and I mean, what did Ingram do this week?
3 targets, no catches.
Yeah, I think
against Houston.
We maybe we should have gone a tight end instead of, because we talked about how there's a big gap between the top 3, but who's the other tight end if we took a tight end last? Like, who are the other tight end options?
It'd be a backup tight end like Mayer.
He got a lot of targets yesterday, didn't he? Every time I heard it. 7, yeah.
7.
Okay, go to receiver really quick.
So Trey Tucker or Zay Jones?
Your choice. I don't have that.
Let's do Trey Tucker.
Why, hoping that whatchamacallit's traded?
Yeah.
What did he get targets wise this week? Okay,
He got 4.
440. Okay, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I don't care if we did Michael Mayer. At least he got a bunch of targets. So we're just organizing them. The backgrounds in the back.
So if Ingram's still there, which there's a real chance because everyone else has a tight end.
Oh, then yeah, that's fine. See, that's why I'm glad we talked about it.
Yep. So full Denver onslaught.
Oh yeah. I was trying to look for where they put the rap. Okay, the Degen Dads thing. It's under the music.
Oh, Coolers went Ingram. He said, I'm not going to let you have that. So we'll go Michael Mayer.
That's fair.
All
right. If there's any other dead air, I'm gonna play the Jamie's Degen Dads.
Okay.
All right, let's do a battle royale.
All right, let's enter battle royale. I'm going to enter in 10 seconds. Entering in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter. And it didn't work.
Awesome.
We're in now. So
sorry. All right. We're in, waiting for one if you want to join us. All right. So for this, what do you kind of prioritize? Do you go off the rankings or the current ADPs, or what do you prioritize?
I mean, if I had the 101, I probably will take McCaffrey, but I think you can make a real strong case for like JSN, Gibbs, or Cook. FK's in here.
Yeah, good to see Coolers in here again. I don't recognize the other names, I don't think, but yeah, good to see Coolers in here. So who would you take around the 4 spot then?
Probably Gibbs or Cook over Puka.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. And then we talked about liking the top quarterbacks. Can you hit the purple tab? So Lamar and Allen going around 6-8, that makes sense. And then later May, Dart, Mayfield. Can you scroll down? For the top 6 is Stafford. Okay. And then, but I do think there's something to Caleb and Goff, Oh,
yeah. No, I think there's a top tier and then everyone else, like if I don't take one of these two, even May, like, I don't know if I'm taking him at 21, is there a big difference between him and Dart or him and Caleb?
Right.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh my God, Mike Ross says, damn kids saying I need to pay attention to them and not draft. So selfish. I was wondering why you weren't in here, Mike. I was like, oh no, we don't have Mike in here. But it's okay. You need to hang with the kiddos. I get it. That's hysterical. And yeah, congrats again, Mike, on crushing it in the drafter streets. Have you done any of those, Steve?
I think I did one like week 1.
So Coolers goes Gibbs. You want to go Cook?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Look at me coming full circle in the Cook after braiding you all summer and being wrong. Another one I'm wrong. I mean, I did have a lot of right takes. I am, currently sitting first in the marathon. Please let it hold. Please let it hold. Please let it hold. But I had a lot of wrong ones too. So, I was not high enough on Cook and JSN and all those things. So you were right. I was wrong. See, Steve, I can't admit.
There you go. No one's half the battle.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, Henry or Monra?
Yeah.
Crap. We can always scroll down for JMO if we wanted. I like Henry.
Henry, yeah.
Yeah, I say Henry.
Yeah, it's interesting how high Rico goes in this compared to what his price is on like DraftKings.
Yeah, I know. That is what's fun to look at these underdog drafts and then look at where they go or what their DFS DraftKings price is. So, see, the thing for me with Lamar, like, I know that Gibbs and Monty didn't take advantage of it, but this season, running backs have had a really good matchup against Minnesota. So could it get ran on heavy than Lamar? And then same thing with Josh Allen. The first game against Miami was a James Cook game that eats into, Josh Allen. So I get it. It could be an Allen or Lamar game, but I tend to lean to the running back side there. And I like so many of those quarterbacks that are going essentially quarterbacks 3 through 8 here in Battle Royale.
Now, it is interesting if one of them falls back to us.
Oh, yeah. Then, okay, so Lamar goes. Yeah, then it's a conversation. I don't know that I do Cook and Allen because you're going to need them to score like 45. So
Yeah.
That's my 99 cents.
Well, we could have that option.
Usually you kind of choose one or the other. I mean, again, they're going to have to put up a massive number. It's up to you. Like, what did Cook put up this week? Because Allen had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah. Ooh, what do we do, Meg?
I'd say no. I'd say get another good skill position here. And we're betting on Cook to have a 2-touchdown game, basically.
Devontae or Nico with Davis Mills at the helm?
Devontae.
Okay.
Another lost by a leg game. I remember Devontae missed 1 yard that I needed for a parlay. I think you and we hit the Substack parlay that game, that Thursday night game. But I had like a live bet that would have won like 150 or 200 or something like that. And it needed like one more Devontae Adams yard in that game against the 49ers. So that'll be a fun rematch. I mean, obviously, like you said, the NFC West is just so competitive.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, I just saw Kyler Murray not expected to play tonight.
What's that?
I just saw Kyler Murray not expected to play tonight.
Oh, okay. So not even active?
That's what it sounded like.
Gotcha. All right. Wait, what's our team again? I can't remember. Okay, Cook, Henry. Oh, I like it. Okay.
I was hoping Laporta would come back to us.
What about, you want to go Kittle and hope it's a shootout?
We could.
I mean, I
don't love that matchup.
Okay. I just do feel like, they took him. I mean, Nico fell. I don't know. What did he do in that game this week? Could you click the thing? Okay, 7 for 75. Your choice.
I think we go Nico.
Okay. Yeah, to get him at pick 21 feels nice. So are we targeting Stafford, I guess, or like a tight end combo or a rushing?
I really want to target Davis Mills.
Yeah. Yeah. So we don't know if Stroud's out yet.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, we could do like a Jackson Dart, Theo Johnson, or Jackson Dart on his own. We could do Caleb and, Loveland.
Ooh, I like that. Caleb Loveland. I like that. Have any of our teams done good these last couple of weeks? I know that one week you mentioned it. Was there?
No,
it's just been like
the last couple of weeks. So, yeah, I feel like there's a lot out there that's interesting.
I feel like we need some background music. Does anybody want to hear the Degen Dads anthem? Presented by Jamie Pirog. Created this for Andrew and Justin. I think it's really good. We're going to have this in the background.
It's 9:30 Eastern, the screen's lit. Bang roll.
Let me know if we need to turn down.
Fanspeak Network Live, Degen Dads run the show.
Go Loveland.
Yes.
Andrew Raub and the whole damn
There's too much dead air. We need to pick it up.
bombs like
I'm falling asleep.
Let's ride, Degen Nation. Who's the ball? I'm the best ball, Bruni, dad bod, sharp mind.
This is a dad bod. We don't have any lines, do we?
No.
Thank you. Yeah, either quarterback here.
Anytime TD, I'm locked, no sweat. Let McConkey under lights, go cash that bet. Underdog money line, yeah, I'm calling my own shot. Weekly recap, banko dancing nonstop. Andrew Raub in the house, spreadsheet samurai. Correlation king, watch the parlays multiply.
Makes sense. We need more weekly stream that draft after more shots.
Green instead.
There you go.
You want to draft more with me?
So much fun.
Hey, our sibling showdowns are doing pretty good in the basketball.
No, we had a great run last year. 50%
sibling showdowns made playoffs. With the total percentage.
That's the Degen creed. We don't just bet. We plant the
All right,
seed.
read our team and
Friday
Coolers.
night
I'll turn it down for a
lights
second.
down, prop sitting like a Vegas Ranger. From best ball streets to the prop
Okay.
bet
Are you
throne. We
gonna turn
cash
down?
and green tickets, never grind
Turn
alone.
down the
DJ
wrong.
and Dad.
Or I'll pause it. Go ahead.
Okay. Coolers went Gibbs, McBride, Kyron, Zay Flowers, Dart, Diggs.
Nice.
We went
Like it.
Cook, Henry, Devontae Adams, Nico Collins, Loveland, Caleb.
I like it. I like both. You want to do one more and then head to the Monday night streets?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
We'll,
One more battle royale and then the Monday night streets. Go Dallas.
all right. All right, I'm going to count it down, entering in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter. All right, waiting on 3.
Waiting on 3. If you'd like to join us, please do. In the meantime, enjoy this music.
Turn the slate to gold. High risk, high reward. Watch the story unfold. 9:30 Eastern, YouTube lights flash. Get your nation ride. Let's freaking cash. Chuck Bass in the cup with the model drip. Hope crushing Paul.
Oh no, I got in the free flow. Might get in this one too.
In the championship plaques, we got dad jokes sharper than the 2-point tees. Bruni's kid just hit the over on veggies. Easy. Chats alive, roaring emojis in full flight.
Get it the over on veggies.
Friday night fight. Remember week 5 down bad, ice cold. Rob said, trust the process. Bruni stayed bold. One same game parlay. Boom. Life ignites, group chat sparking like
This
Friday
good music.
night
It's like
lights.
elevator
It ain't
music.
just the wins, it's the ride, the vibe. DJ and Dad's forever, keep the dream
Actually,
alive.
I
DJ and Dad's Friday
No, I think
night
James did an amazing job.
Amazing job. He wrote the whole thing. What would you want the sibling showdown rap to be, Steve?
I don't know.
9:30 Eastern, YouTube lights flash. DJ nationwide. Let's freaking cash. Next week, same time. Bring your plays, bring your five.
Love it.
DJ and Dad's forever, rising higher and higher.
Oh, man, we're
Fanspeak
still waiting on
network,
two.
we out.
Yeah.
Peace.
Rome, you owe me wings. Rooney, your kid's touchdown prop hit.
Touchdown profit. Okay, so one question. Is this AI that created, he wrote it and it's AI?
With that?
It's gotta be AI, right? I don't know. I'm just so impressed. So I'm guessing he wrote it and it's AI. I think it's an absolute. Oh, sorry.
It's 9:30 Eastern, the screens
It is
lit.
catchy.
Bang rolls about to
Again,
blow.
I absolutely love it, Jamie. But
Fanspeak network live.
All right,
right.
we got the 5th spot. Coolers is in the 6th spot.
all right, Coolers. Did you love that as the background music? I love it. Rotosurgeon. He's a big name, right?
Yeah. So 5th spot, what are you feeling?
Which Twitter doctor is that?
I don't think it's a Twitter doctor. If it's the guy I'm thinking of, he
You
is
look like you have
not.
thoughts.
Yeah, if it's the guy I'm thinking of, he has no like medical advice.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. All right. We're almost up. Gibbs, if it falls. If not, go Cook again. I don't care. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm just not necessarily a fan of Puka. I wouldn't be surprised if he's out.
What was the injury again?
It's like a rib injury, and he was going to have more tests done today. So it's just one of those things that if he does play, like one hit and he could be out. Yeah.
All right. You want to do Cook again?
Yeah, let's do Cook again.
Who did we get with our second pick last time?
Henry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just trying to think how to mix it up for this one.
Well, we'll see what FK leaves us.
Yeah, Coolers likes it. He did a great job putting that together. Yeah, that was amazing. I'm just such like an old boomer. I was like, how do you do it?
All right. He took
Damn,
AFC.
I'm on wrong.
I say we go Rico. I
Okay.
really go this
Yeah.
week.
That works. Can you put the board up?
Oh my.
I can't remember. So we did Caleb Loveland as our stack.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did Devontae, right?
And Nico. Yeah.
Nico. Okay. I was just trying to figure out how to mix it up for this one. So I like it. Oh, I gotta stop yawning. Oh my goodness.
I think maybe
Can you
it's
come back to visit Baltimore again soon? I feel like that's better look for best ball. I had my best ball week when you were here. Chad, don't you think Steve should come visit me again?
Oh boy.
For best ball mojo and vibes and good luck. I am so superstitious. It's crazy. Like I was like, I wore this last Monday. I'll wear this. I mean, I'm just insane. I'm just crazy.
You heard it here first, folks.
JCM. Ooh. Doesn't that seem odd?
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if.
Is it?
I mean, Stafford. He took Stafford 101. I mean, there's a good chance this gets thrown out.
How are they more lenient on the throwouts with this?
I mean, to an extent, but there'll definitely be some.
Henry or Mbuka on this one?
I think. Do you want to pull up Laporta?
Yes, I went Lions. Yeah, Cooler says this one's getting tossed.
Yeah.
Yeah, just mail it in. Mike says Meg out here need a nap. I'm hitting a wall right now. I pounded my pumpkin coffee. I love pumpkin coffee in the fall. So basic. I pounded my pumpkin coffee today, but it's not working. I was up looking at BBMDB too late.
What receiver do you want?
Mbuka?
Nico again?
Yeah, one on Mbuka this time.
I don't know if Christian Gonzalez is in or out.
All right. I was just trying to mix it up.
Yeah. I mean, odds are this gets tossed, but
yeah, who cares? I want Goff in this one, even though it's going to get thrown out. Don't you? I know what we can do. It's going to get thrown out. Go back to the board? What did the guy do? Like the rest of the other? So
he took Zach Charbonnet and then
he's coming back up.
Banger of a pick.
Let's see what this guy does. Because maybe if it's not too crazy, it's pretty bad, but
yeah, Tez Johnson. That's gonna bring it home.
I mean, if Godwin's out, he's out there.
Rashid Shaheed, that's his most real pick.
Yeah. Yikes. All right. Here's what I think we do. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Scroll downs because this probably isn't going to count anyways. Goff, JMO. It's a full Lions double stack. Because we didn't get Gibbs, right?
No.
Goff and JMO. This is a Washington hate lineup. And I'll get it queued up.
They're going to toss him. They're going to be like, somebody said JMO.
Oops, I kept that. I am bringing over the Monday night streets. We're going to be proactive here. Since this one is probably on its way out getting tossed, but it was fun nonetheless. Thank you, Coolers, for joining us. We appreciate you. We appreciate everybody in here watching with us, everybody coming over, hitting that like, chatting with us, watching. We appreciate each and every one of you. We have covered best ball portfolio, DFS week 10 early look, early underdog battle royale drafts, and now we will head over to the Monday night streets as soon as this ends, which is now. So that was fun to get a couple under our belt. We'll do more on Thursday. So let's talk. Huam says, I like full Lions this week. Two of the big four plus Goff. Absolutely agree. Can't agree more. Okay. So, oh no, that's right. And Mike got in the pre-flow. We are very sorry about that, Mike, but hopefully your pre-flow drafts went better than this Fugazi one. So, There, I have another sound effect for you.
It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is, right? It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is, right?
It's too late.
Fugazi. It's a wazi. It's a woozy. It's a.
All right. Let's look at bringing over FanDuel Sportsbook Monday night. We've got the Dallas Cardinals going to the Dallas. Spread is 3. Dallas is favored by 3 points. Total is a very high 53.5 with 2 bad defenses. Obviously, Dallas being the worst in the league. Steve, how do you see this going?
Yeah, I mean, I think there could be a decent number of points, even though Arizona's without their top quarterback, their top 2 running backs. And I've honestly been a disappointing offense all year, but Jacoby Brissett's played a little better. And I think this is the defense you want to play against. I do think Dallas wins. They are at home. Dak plays better at home. Cowboys just in general are better at home. But I think we know with Arizona, Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison, good matchups. They can, should get fed targets. And then on the Dallas side, it's Javonte at the running back position, the 2 receivers, and Ferguson, not big for yards, but he gets a lot of catches and gets a ton of goal line work. So
hopefully touchdowns, yes.
Yeah, we definitely know where the ball is flowing, honestly, in both of these offenses.
Yeah. I'm with you. Why is this screen so small? I'm with you. I like Dallas to win. I like Dallas to cover. Wouldn't bet on it, but don't mind the over. I think we're just going to see points. I hope points lead to some overs. We like betting overs. So speaking of props, our favorite one is CD 90. I believe he fell short of it last week, but his 3 weeks back, he definitely exceeded it most weeks of the season. So 90 plus, you're getting a nice price of plus 122. I'd gotten it for plus 126. Again, we sent that out to Substack subs before this show and a parlay. And then we're going to build a lotto parlay. So 90 is our favorite. What other props are you eyeing up, Steve?
Yeah. I think you could approach either Marv or McBride. I like the Marv
minus 108.
Yeah, I like the Marv side just because I think coming off the bye, now a couple of weeks removed from the concussion, I just think they really try and utilize him more. And I think they have to. I think they really have to. I mean, for as good as McBride is, a lot of it's more intermediate zone. Marv can get a little vertical. So while he doesn't have the most juice, he's got the most juice on this team by far. We're talking Zay Jones and Michael Wilson here. So I like Marv having a big day, and I think 60 plus is a good line for him.
Yeah, I'm in lockstep with you there. I like Dak stuff. It's just so high, understandably so. And if you think, obviously, Brissett going against the worst pass defense, that's fair too. 250s plus 114. I think that's fair. Dak 250 or 275 plus 102. I mean, prior to last week's dud against the Broncos, Dak had thrown 3 or 4 touchdowns 4 weeks in a row. So you're getting plus money there. Dak, I mean, they have it laddered to 5 because they know that's possible. And if you want to get nuts, plus 1,400, but 3, obviously 1 and 2 is heavily juiced at minus 250, but 3 is plus 152 and 4 is plus 490. I think we see 3 or 4 passing touchdowns from Dak. And yes, I'm hoping for that too, but I think it can happen as well. Any other thoughts on the Dak or Brissett stuff?
No, I actually think both quarterbacks could get there. And I actually really like the Dak side, particularly from the touchdowns, because as we've seen in some other matchups, he still generally gets the touchdowns. Like, sometimes the yards get capped because of short fields or whatnot. But when they are near the red zone, they throw a lot unless they're truly on the goal line. Then it's Javonte territory.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Let's talk touchdowns. Obviously, Javonte is juiced at minus 160, but you got Lamb, even money, Bam Knight 115, McBride 110, Pickens 125, Ferguson 120. So a lot in that like even money to 135 range, Marvin Harrison, and then the longer shots like the Michael Wilson, Zay Jones is plus 480. I definitely think any way you wanted to approach it with any of the receiving options, Lamb, McBride, Marv, Ferguson, Pickens, you're getting even money or plus money. I like that. What's your favorite looks there?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like this is one we know where the ball's targeted. McBride's had like more touchdowns with Jacoby Brissett than he had with Kyler in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And then I do think, Marv, well, he gets some flack. He's a talented receiver, and the Cowboys.
I saw that quote you shared that from Underdog Network. His dad must be
his dad, not a fan.
Yeah, I get it.
There's some clear issues on this offense. I think the offense holds him back. But this is a defense where I don't think that necessarily matters. So
yeah. Obviously, like Jake Ferguson is kind of Dak's usually been Dak's like go-to guy in the end zone. So game plus 120, I like that. But let's have some fun. First touchdown, not Javonte or Lamb or Bam Knight. Who do you like putting sprinkling some first touchdown money on?
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, Pickens is probably my true favorite. But if I had to go deeper, I would probably go for like a Zay Jones. He'll get a deep shot or two.
I put a whopping 50 cents on that. Why not? 30 to 1. And I did do Pickens and Jake Ferguson, same price, plus 850 for Ferguson. He's kind of, like I said, has been his guy in the red zone. Hopefully he gets back to that this week after goose egging on National Tight Ends Day. Let's get back in the end zone. Maybe a first touchdown plus 850 for Jake Ferguson. But long shot, I'm with you. Zay Jones, 30 to 1. Why not? We had a couple people in chat mention Luke Schoonmaker and Dak running it in himself. Definitely some long, fun odds there if you wanted to go down that route. Okay. We've talked touchdowns. We've talked props. We think Dallas wins. We hope Dallas does well for our best ball bags. Let's build a crazy, again, $5 lotto. We do it like in between like 40, 50 to 1. We do it every Degen Power Hour and every prop party. Our prop party missed by just 3 Amon-Ra yards. Last week, Tyler's picked sword pass, and we were kind of close. Steve and I have had these Degen Power Hour Monday and Thursday that have been a sweat. Let's try to get one home. Oh, I do want to mention Coolers likes Zay or Michael Wilson for real long shots. Or in Dallas defense for first touchdown. Mike Robb says, I don't think that's a bad look at all. I think that all those are good looks and make a ton of sense. So again, every Monday, Thursday, Friday on these shows, we build a $5 lotto. I do a lot dumber stuff with $5. So let's have a little fun. We've come damn close, especially yesterday. So Steve, where do you want to start?
Let's go with what you said, the Dak touchdown market. Let's go 4 touchdowns.
Let's go. I love it. For our best ball bags, plus 490. Let's do it. Let's push the hell out of, his top receiver. And, you could use Pickens, but CD Lamb. Go 110 is plus 240. That's not a bad start there. And then did you want to round it out with someone on the other side, McBride or Marv?
Yeah, let's go Marv. I think he could have a nice game.
Oh, that's only 28 to 1. Let's see if we take Lamb up to 125. There we go. We're closer to 40 there. All right. So we got Dak 4 touchdowns, Marv 80, Lamb 125, just a big old, hopefully shootout and a ton of points and a ton of yards and a ton of Dak touchdowns. We will post this in Discord, of course. $5 lotto. Let's have some fun. 37 to 1. I've done dumber stuff with that. Coolers is on a heater. I like it. Because what did Coolers got? The Mark Andrews 2 tuds in Thursday night game. So keep that heater rolling, Coolers. We'll post this lotto. We already posted the Substack parlay in the Discord. Article has been up and sent to Substack again before the show. Link in the description. Check out our Substack. Year-round content, best ball off season, and you get daily content from us in season. I will post this lotto in the Discord here after the show. Steve, Meg out here shaming the 28 to 1. No, definitely not. I love a good 28 to 1. I think that's so fun. But we were saying for these $5 lottos, try to make it like close to 40 to 50 to 1. So we get it up to 37 to 1. And hit. Okay. Did the Coolers
Yeah.
hit the 2 touchdown? Okay. I didn't realize Coolers hit the 2 touchdown too. That's awesome. Coolers. I knew Kicks did. I didn't realize Coolers did. Congrats on the 2 touchdown. So Coolers, if you're still listening, who's your 2 touchdown bet tonight? You hit Mark Andrews, you hit Horton. What do we got for tonight, Coolers? If you're still listening, give us a 2 touchdown and I will sprinkle on that. Cause you are, as Huane said, you are on a heater. I like it. So Steve, I like this lotto and I'll put in the Discord, but final thoughts for Monday Night Football tonight to end.
I think hopefully this is like the rest of the week and pretty competitive game and high scoring. I mean, this was a high scoring week, multiple games, had some big totals. So I'm hoping for a good, fun game and a lot of Dallas, I hope.
Yes. Our best ball bags went a lot of Dallas. So I hope everybody stays safe tonight. Please, everybody stay safe tonight. And hopefully a big night for the Dallas offense. Everybody enjoy your Monday night. Good luck in whatever streets you're in, DFS, the dailies, the bets. See you in Discord for those that are in there. We love chatting with you guys. This has been fun. Be sure to join Steve 1:30 tomorrow, Talking Ball with Steve O Speak. So this has been fun for Steve. I'm Meg, and we will see you next time.